We got the green light?
Yep,
Yes,
it's
we
going.
are. All right. Welcome to another Saturday night edition. The most anticipated talk show. At least I like to think anyway. Right here, Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Outside the Box Live. We got the Kitty Lady. We got Sick Myth. We don't have Mike today. He's not feeling well. Hopefully he feels better. Hopefully we'll see him next week. And we already got one watcher. Thank you. And how's everybody think, guys?
Pretty good, man. Pretty tired. Had to cut the grass again today. So, but I mean, weather-wise, like today was just great. There was a really nice breeze. It wasn't too hot. It was like perfect.
I don't know. I was stuck inside with the kittens all day, especially this one, little Sinatra.
Today
Kitty.
Today was a real good day. Oh crap! I forgot to include Instagram. Son of a bee. Sorry, Instagram. Crap.
You'll have to catch the replay, Instagram.
They will. So,
what's up, Lenny?
What's up, Lenny?
Hi, Lenny.
Lenny in the house.
Sorry.
I got to hang with Lenny this past week. Tuesday night we were hanging out for a little bit. What's up, Steph?
Hey, Steph.
You say hi to Steph all the time.
Hi, Stephanie. She the new baby?
Today
I gotta say hi to Stephanie. I mean, you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't.
You'd be in trouble.
I'd be in big trouble.
We ran into Fred at Shields last week.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I was getting my groceries last. I think it was Sunday, right? I'm out and about, and I pick my head up and I see Mike, and then I see Gina, and I'm like, oh my god, hey, it was great.
Down on near Holland.
George Ave. Yeah, George Ave.
George Ave, baby.
That's where we shop.
I don't normally shop there too. I usually go to Price Chopper. I go to Price Chisel up on the boulevard.
Well, that's our Sunday spot. We go to Weiss and we go. Where else do we go? Wegmans. But Shields had that special on their chicken legs and thighs for 99 cents a pound. So, you know, I had to go shopping.
I see.
I had to stock up.
Oh, yeah. You know, man, Shields always has, like, the best price on meat. Chicken,
Not always.
Pork.
Not always.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's pretty reasonable, at least, you know.
I like the selection at Weiss a lot better sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it all depends on what I'm trying to get.
Yeah.
What's up, Judy? How are you tonight? Hi, neighbor.
Hello.
It's
welcome to the show.
What?
How was your day, Jay? I think you were telling us about your day. We had a little sidetrack moment there. We ran into each other at the store. That was cool. But yeah, how was your day, brother?
It was good. I actually got to the Pittston Tomato Festival today, and I saw Sabatelli stand there. I got to see Thursday. I tried to go after work. Forget it. Could not get a parking space, like, unless you wanted to walk like 3 blocks away. No. Not at all. So I tried Friday. Forget it. Now Friday I had a wedding over. I had a wedding over at Luzerne County in the garden area there. I did a wedding Friday night. It's So that went over really well. So congratulations to Taisha and Danny. Congratulations again.
Congrats to the happy couple. That's great.
And so after that, I went to Nello's over in Marketplace in Walmart parking lot over in Wilkes-Barre.
Oh yeah.
They're pretty good.
I haven't been there in a while.
I got their cheesesteak pizza. It's been since I got pizza. I got cheesesteak pizza. Well, it comes out and it looks like pagash. I'm like, did I order pagash? I thought he goes, no, it's double crust. Their cheesesteak pizza is double crust.
Oh yeah.
I was like, nice.
Where are you going?
I was like, very nice.
Where are you going?
So yeah, but the thing is, it was big. They were, each cut was like, could be 2 cuts. So
yeah, right.
I'm like, wow, that's a lot.
So leftovers?
Oh yeah. Actually, I brought some home.
Nice.
I gave them to my neighbor to try.
Jay, it's probably good in that air fryer, dude. You know, like
Probably would have been, but my neighbor next door, she loves different type of pizzas like that, so I let her try some. And so
nice.
yeah, so I couldn't get to the pit. I could not get a good spot at the tomato festival last night. So I'm like, I had to go get the rent this morning. So I'm out and about. So it was about 9:30. I got there, and I was parked in front of the post office and just walked up. So I was there for about 2 hours, and you will see. Well, you'll get the notifications on YouTube and on Facebook. I just uploaded my Pittston Tomato Festival video, so check that out. And
Nice.
I wanted to check out spots that normally you can't really go to. Like, I mean, Caro's the next generation was there, but you can go over on the bypass. Notice the Gyro King. Just go down to Exeter.
Again, he's my favorite.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
the best.
I'm walking by. I'm like,
Always.
hey. I go walk by. I'm like, hey, Gyro King. He's like, hey, what's up, buddy? You know, and
He's the best.
oh yeah. Sometimes I catch him over. Sometimes he's at the Exeter truck, and sometimes he's at the stand. But he's like, hey, what's going on? You know, and so there was a Mr. P's concession stand where they had, like I said, I got there about 9:30, quarter to end. So a lot of places were not ready to sell yet. So, but Mr. P's he was finishing up the potato pancakes. So I'm like, are you guys ready for sale? He goes in like 5 minutes. I'm like, I'll wait. So I got fresh potato pancakes, like literally right off the grill. Could not get any fresher than that.
Can't beat it.
No.
Man, that's awesome.
So-
Man, I haven't been to the Tomato Festival in a couple of years. I think my brother's there tonight. Actually, I think he either has the day off or he was able to work early or something. I know he started going the past couple of years, and
Hopefully he found a good parking space, because let me tell you, at night it was no.
he might have Ubered there. I don't know, man.
I haven't been there since I was in my 20s. So almost 30 years ago.
It was.
I don't like crowds.
I hear you.
Well, this morning it was light, because it was like 9:30.
Uh-huh.
But they did have the marathon, the Pittston Marathon, and great time at. Oh yeah, dude, that was so.
Oh yeah, I was. I was. True story.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, man. I sometimes forget about that. Okay, so this would have been like 1992.
Okay.
Something like that. Probably like 91, 92. Yeah, I was crowned Little Mr. Tomato. I have a picture. I have a picture somewhere of me with like the regalia on and stuff. Yeah, like
The
That's
sash.
that's
Ooh.
funny.
that's a true story. Yeah, I gotta find that picture. You guys will love it.
God, 92. I was in high school.
Pretty sure it was 92. It was before my brother was born because then, and I say this
Feel
with peace and
old.
love, but when he was born, I was forgotten about. It's like, you know how that goes, being the oldest child. You know what I mean?
I'm the
Like,
oldest of 4.
yeah. See, yeah, right. I'm the oldest of 2. It's just me and him, but he came along a year or 2 later, and that's that.
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 4. We were all 18 months apart.
Oh wow.
Yeah. My youngest brother was born on Valentine's Day of 1979. Oh, Stephanie found the pic?
She did? Oh my god. How could we? Oh my god, she found it, dude. Oh, it was 1990.
1990.
Okay.
I was 18 in 1990.
I was 15.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Jay, I'm gonna
you
put
put
this in our Facebook chat. And if you're able to like bounce it onto the screen, everybody could have a good laugh.
Oh yeah, I could bounce it. I could bounce it.
Oh,
Let's
he's
see.
all ready to do it.
Actually, I will be in like 2 seconds.
Okay. I gotta upload. Here we go. It's coming at you.
Okay.
Stephanie, how the hell did you find that, dude?
Steph's good. Stephanie is good.
She probably had it set aside waiting for you to bring that up.
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
I know I would.
She's been waiting for this moment. She's just been waiting for an opportunity to get this picture out into the world.
Hey, I'm still waiting for her to scare you.
Yeah, me too.
It's no joke. I mean, she just loves to sneak up on me in the house and scare the crap out of me. Sometimes she doesn't even mean to. Like, I was washing dishes the other night and I had my headphones on. I'm like listening to a podcast or something. And she just like walked into the room. I just saw her out of the corner of my eye and I like, she's like, I wasn't even trying to scare you. I'm like, I know.
Oh no.
I'm bad.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on.
It must be good. I didn't look at my phone yet.
Oh, it's a good one. I don't know
I
what
was
happened
talking
to
about
me.
John Oates being down on the square. The song just came on Vivo.
Like, so he's like John Oates, like Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Yep.
Is that
They had a falling out, so they're not together anymore.
I heard about that. Yeah, let me go in.
Yeah, something. I don't know. They're not on good terms or something. I don't know.
I don't think they ever were, really, from what I understood.
Yeah.
But they made good music and they made money.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think my parents might have seen. Oh no, you know what? They saw the other guy. They saw Daryl Hall with Todd Rundgren like a year or 2 ago.
I just came across a song last night. Kenny Loggins and Daryl Hall did a Footloose.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't bad. I mean, nothing against, like, Daryl Hall's a good singer, Kenny Loggins is a good singer, but like they did it live and it just didn't sound great. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it Luke Bryan did it better with Kenny Loggins. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Fred as look at that. Wait.
This is not Photoshop. This actually happened, people. I was crowned Little Mr. Pittston Tomato, 1990. There it is. Oh my! Yeah, there was a parade and everything. Man. Oh yeah.
Little Tomato Prince. Oh, you the Prince. Look at you got those suspenders on. Oh, Fred, you look so dapper.
Oh man. Stephanie, I don't know where you had that picture stashed. I mean, and she just found it like instantly.
She was waiting.
Yeah, she was.
She was waiting.
Jeez.
God loves Steph. All right, we won't.
Man, that's great.
One more second. Look at that little haircut, Fred.
Same haircut.
All right.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you,
I mean,
guys.
it could be worse.
Thanks, Steph.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat here. Pete, wasn't G.E. Smith, wasn't he the leader of the SNL band? Saturday Night Live guitarist? Am I thinking of the right guy?
Huh?
G.E. Smith.
Oh.
Well, we know
Very
what
funny
you're getting
stuff.
him for Christmas, Stephanie.
Very funny, Stephanie. She wants to dress me up in suspenders and overalls.
Overalls.
How dare you?
To get back to my
Oh, I think you can pull
finish
it
my
off.
story quick. For my final stand I went to, it was a Yogi's potato pancakes, but they had pierogi, not pierogi. Why I keep saying pierogi? Piggies, and not that crap they call piggies overseas. Real pigs in the blanks with the cabbage and the hamburger and the sauce. Yes.
That sounds great.
What's going on, Pete? How you doing tonight?
Yeah, Pete, I thought so. He's a great musician, dude. He's a great guitar player. G.E. Smith. That guy rules.
So that was my Pittston Tomato Festival journey.
I'm glad you made it there, man.
Yeah, me too.
Did you have to park far away? Like, how was the parking situation today? You said you went there pretty early, right? You were by the post office?
I was able to park in front of the post office, so it wasn't too bad of a walk. It wasn't bad. But like I've seen the last 2 nights, I've seen people like walk in from the bridge like that far. I'm like, no. I'm coming down from Tony's because I came from Nello's, like through Wilkes-Barre, like through that way. Came up river, and I'm seeing people walk towards. I guess they were headed there from from Tony's, like right near Tony's Pizza, and I'm like, no.
That's a hike.
Yeah, that was a hike.
Yeah,
I seen people were pulling their kids in, little kids in like the big wheel, like the big.
The wagons.
Wagons. Yeah, I had a brain fart. I couldn't think of the name wagon. But I'm like still going, and I'd be in the wagon going pull my ass. But no, it was great. It was a nice little breeze. It wasn't like muggy or humid. And
yeah, it was nice and breezy today. It was like really, really pleasant.
Like I said, I wouldn't have known because this little one wanted to sleep with me all day.
Okay.
So Gina, how did you get this kitten? Like, was it just born?
Him and his sisters were in my friend's yard with their mother, and my friend had messaged me about them. I'm like, I can't take them in and this and that, because I couldn't. I really don't have the money to do it. But I I had a couple friends say, well, if you take them in, we'll get you what you need. Okay. Still waiting on that. But their mom died.
Oh, that's sad.
Jeez.
She said it looked like she had puncture wounds. So it looks like one of the neighborhood dogs got a hold of her, but she came back to the litter.
Net. Yeah, or the litter.
So I have 3 little kittens, and within 24 hours of me getting them, they're all spoken for.
Nice.
They're only about 4 weeks old, though.
So they got to grow a little bit.
Yeah. He's like the runt. He's the smallest one.
DJ
And
Mikey
when I picked him up, he bit me the first time.
We got DJ Mikey Mike. First time seeing him in the chat. What's up, Mike? Thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah,
Guys,
welcome.
If you don't know who DJ Mikey Mike is, he's been a DJ for years. He is damn good. Like for events, weddings, receptions, parties, he's the man.
Nice. He's got great taste in pizza, because Tony's was always one of my favorites, man. Growing up in the Pittston area, love Tony's.
How you doing, Shoop? Thanks for. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you in the chat too. Thanks for hanging with us. Someone wants me to chow down on a tomato. If I had it, I don't have any tomatoes in the house. I don't buy them. I usually wait for my sisters. Like when they grow theirs, they haven't given me any yet, but they're soon. But if I remember, for next week, I'll have a tomato. And I'll do it, or I'll video it. I'll do something, but I'll put something up. Definitely.
Nice. Can't beat a good homegrown tomato, man. My neighbor, when I was out cutting the grass today, she walked up to me with a bag of tomatoes, because she grows like tons of tomatoes every year, all different kinds of tomatoes. And yeah, she gave me about 6 of them. They're huge too. They look good.
Are they nice and red, or are they still kind of in between?
They're all red. They're all red. And my tomato plants, I only have 3. Like I planted a couple, but some of them just kind of didn't catch. But the 3 that I have been taking care of, they look really good. They're really healthy, but all the tomatoes are green so far. Like none of them have ripened yet. Maybe this week. We'll see. It's already the end of August, so
yeah, it is.
You know,
October will be here soon, and next thing you know, Halloween will be happening. And
The best holiday ever.
well, literally, West Pittston becomes Halloween town. I kid you not.
Yes, it does.
What's up, Jay? How you doing?
Hello.
Last year, there was a coffee truck, drink truck set up across from Antonio's, and that opened. That's now owned by Syntax. How you pronounce it? But last year they had live music. Well, they had like KRZ or one of the radio stations, I think, or someone was playing music. There was so many people. I couldn't wait to get out of here. I went over to the GF's house. Like, it was a mob. When I came back around 10, people were still out. I was like, and the cops still had the side streets blocked off. I was like, ugh.
Nice.
But, and pretty soon they'll blink your eyes and it's going to be October.
Dude, you guys remember how how warm it was on Halloween last year? I remember sitting out on my porch. It was like, I don't know, 70, 80 degrees. It was like, it was a beautiful night.
It was beautiful out.
Yeah.
Not too much, Jay. Not too much. What am I going to say? Just to give everybody an update, and I didn't have my phone when I did it, so I don't have a picture or video. Just got to take my word for it this week. Down to 298. Last week I was 299, so I only lost a pound. But hey, it's still a pound, and I'm still under 300. I say if I was gonna lie, I'd say I lost like 30 pounds or some shit, but no. I lost a pound from last week to this week. I'm down to 298. I have not touched a bottle of Coca-Cola. Haven't touched it in weeks.
That's great, Jay. Great progress, man.
I don't know if I brought this up last week. I can't remember. So I'm gonna bring it up this week. Last Saturday, anonymous 2 bags ended up on my front porch. Yeah, my front porch. And so whoever sent them, thank you. If it's anybody watching the chat or watching the show tonight, and they had that Zevea drinks, water, these sugar-free like flavored drinks. But let me tell you, and also a couple of boxes of like the sugar. The sugar you pour it. Well, not, but the powder you put in. You know what I'm talking about, right? The one you put the powder in.
Yeah, the little drink powder mixes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it was a zero diet or zero sugar root beer. Let me tell you. I was stupid. I should have drank some of the water out of the bottle first because the water was like filled right to the top. I'm like, oh shit, it's coming all over.
Yeah.
You'll see one of the upcoming videos. But I got the root beer in. I didn't try any of the other flavors yet. I shook that puppy up because the water was nice and cold. I threw everything in my fridge. It tasted, now maybe just a little slight off. Real like next, but it tasted just like root beer.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And you know what, Jay? A couple weeks ago, Mike brought up a good point. Like we were telling you about those powder mixes,
right?
And I said, oh, like they're really good. They taste close to root beer, but there's no carbonation. But Mike said if you get a bottle of like
seltzer
plain,
water.
Yeah, just plain seltzer water, and then dump it in there, then you got yourself like a carbonated like diet root beer. So
well, tomorrow I
gotta try that myself, actually.
Me too. Like I said, I still got a whole ton of water left, so I'm like, once I get low on that, I'm gonna buy some seltzer and try it.
Yeah.
So what else have I? So during the week, I've been trying to eat more healthier, but I did. I'm gonna cheat once in a while. I'm not gonna stay perfect because I'm not gonna happen. I don't know if anybody commented or anybody saw. I had to go back. I did this weekend. I put up. I made the pastrami hot dog.
Oh yeah.
Which
I saw that.
That wasn't bad. It was different. I rolled a slice of cheese in with the pastrami with spicy mustard and onions. It was quite interesting, and that was for Venger 6, who I talked to him today too. Oh, guess who else do I talk today? Guess what I saw today for like 5 minutes?
FP?
I saw Captain False today. Yep. Nice. For about 5 minutes. He was on his way to the store and he saw me out with Molly, so we bullshit for like 5 minutes. I don't know if he's gonna chime in tonight. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
But I hope he does, yeah. Hope he's doing well. That's awesome.
Yeah, he said, the normal the normal every day we all go through BS, but oh my God, I could go for a Reuben too. But now tomorrow being Sunday, I'm gonna go back to eating more, healthier stuff. Maybe I'll cook some chicken or do something. But this definitely like Friday and Saturdays. Fridays pizza night, Saturdays food reviews. So yeah, those 2 days I cost in the wind. Oh, what was it? Thursday night. I scared the shit out of myself. Not intentionally, but I scared the shit out of myself. As you all guys possibly know, if I can't remember, but I'm on the Libre 3. Okay. And wait, no, wrong one. Well, yeah, I'm on Libre. But I had to take my Manjaro shot. I take it every Thursday. once a week, once every Thursday. So I also have to take Eliquis twice a day and my metformin twice a day. So I took my nighttime pills after I took the Manjaro shot. Well, about 2 a.m, I jump out of bed because my phone's making this really like high piercing noise. And I thought first it was because I fell asleep watching YouTube. So I thought it was something on. So I turn. I'm like, it's not YouTube. It's not the computer. I'm like, crap. It's my phone. And at the same time, the Libre 3. I don't know if the other ones do this. But like with Libre 3, I could give someone else access. So my older sister has access to if something she could see my blood sugar too. Well, she's texting me, "Are you okay? Are you up?" My sugar dropped to 56. And
wow.
it set off, and because anything under like 70, you'll get that warning alarm on your phone, through that app. Because it apps right to your phone. There's no receiver anymore. It apps right to your phone. And so I'm like, so we're both half asleep. She's like, drink something. I'm like, I got rid of all my good stuff. All I have is sugar-free stuff. She's like, oh yeah. Run downstairs and eat something. I threw away all my shitty stuff, like all my bad food, like.
Oh man, yeah.
Get yourself some fruit.
Yeah.
Eventually. I really don't eat fruit though. But what I did was, she's like, do you have bread in your house? Yeah. Eat some bread. So I did that and it started coming up, but I was like, son of a bitch. But I think what happened, and it hasn't happened since. So I'm thinking because I just did the Manjaro shot with my other meds. It just dropped it too quick, too fast. I'm thinking because it hasn't happened since. Thank God. But that was one hell of a night, and then I couldn't fall back to bed because, like, like when you jump up out of bed, you're all out of sorts.
Oh yeah.
Trying to fall back to bed, forget it. So that day I was like dragging at work.
Jeez. Jay, like how do you feel when your sugar plummets that low? Are you like dizzy? Are you lightheaded? Like what kind of?
I felt, now again, this because I jumped out of bed, but I felt a little lightheaded, not dizzy, but lightheaded. And that's the first thing my sister said. She's like, do you feel dizzy? I'm like, well, I feel a little lightheaded. But once I eat the bread and I'm watching the app and it's starting to go back up, it went away, but I could not fall back to sleep. I was like, oh yeah. So next thing I know, it's like 5 o'clock. Next thing I know, it's now my alarm's going off to get up for work. I'm like, oh. But
yeah, geez, man, that's scary. But at least you had something in your house to kind of help, bring it back up. But yeah, definitely maybe get some apples or something. I know apples are good. I think
I got a pack of like the little juicer things that work in a pinch.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm like
Gushers.
Fruit punch, little something. I have to go over and get the thing and send over. I just can't reach it. Too lazy to get out of my chair. But those are like you stick it's a little box and you poke the straw through.
Yeah, like a juicy juice. Yeah. Yep.
So.
Give me a second. I'm going to switch out kittens here.
Okay, switch out kittens.
Well, shit, man. I mean, listen, it's not funny, Like I'm not making a joke of it, but like this is how you're actually trying. Like you got rid of all your, let's call it junk food. You're doing some, you're not doing the cola, right? So I mean, your sugar drops in the middle of the night, and it's like, oh my God, like I don't really have anything here anymore because I'm trying. I got rid of all that stuff.
Yeah, she's like,
man.
She's like, grab some soda. I'm like, remember, all I have is the sugar-free stuff. She's like, oh yeah. She goes, sorry, I'm not awake yet. Like, yeah, me neither.
Oh jeez.
Oh, but that Zevia, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, Zevia Cola. Yeah.
Zevia?
Yep.
What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark.
Thank you. Which I'll explain what Mark's talking about in a minute for those who don't know. I tried. I had two flavors. One was ginger root beer. Now that wasn't bad. I'm gonna see if they actually have like regular root beer. The ginger wasn't bad. But I'm see if they have regular root beer, or diet. What is zero free root, whatever you want to call it. But that cola tastes just like freaking Pepsi.
Yeah, it does.
It's not as good as Coke, but it tastes like Pepsi. And I could deal with that.
Here's one of the girls.
Oh, hello.
This is Janice.
Wow.
I named her
Janice.
This is Janice.
That's a little kitty.
Yes.
Okay.
She's the sister of Sinatra. I named them all after singers.
Nice.
She's Janis Joplin.
I'm like Janice. Joplin. There we go.
Where you going? Where you going? And their sister is Joan, as in Joan Jett.
Joan Jett.
Yes.
Nice.
Why are you climbing up me? Ow, ow, ow. Little nails. Little nails.
So what Mark's talking about, for those who don't know, I have an abnormal heart. All they could tell me was it's fast beating. Now, is that the cause of the abnormality? I don't know. And I have a right front branch blockage. So on Monday, I have to go I'm actually going down in Kingston, across from the old beer deli. It's called CDI, where they're going to do a stress test. I don't have to walk the treadmill. They're going to shoot me. And an echocardiogram. So depending on what happens with that echo, not saying that's going to happen, but they could, if they see anything bad, they're going to put me right in for surgery. Like probably like a stent. Worst case scenario. Depending on how bad things are in there. But so guys, say little prayer for those that do appreciate it.
We will. We will.
Also, I put up a new QR code. I started to GoFundMe just to see if anything can help, because I'm from going to all my doctor's appointments. I'm out of PTO. My PTO's gone. I'm going through it quicker than I could accumulate it. So there's going to be a day, hopefully no more than a day, that I'm going to be without pay. So if anybody wants to donate, click the QR code. Appreciate it. I know I had another one up there for food and to do the food reviews. I'm actually being serious with this one. It is to help with these tests. But that's what's going on with me. But overall, I feel better. I still get like I said, I was able to walk from the post office in Pittston to the Tomato Festival grounds, which is it's not too far, but for me, it's not right next door. But I was able to walk up to the main street, no issues. I took a breather, then made it into the fairground. Well, you'll see on the video. If you guys look at the video later on, things are going and are getting better. Getting some hurdles, and I guess I'm 53, going to be 54 in June. But I guess it's glad that things are coming out now to catch him instead of catching him 10 years from now, which could be worse. That's how I look at it. And I want to, after I survive all this, I want to do like a separate show, maybe like during the week, where talk about like food addiction, maybe like a half hour, during the week somewhere. Food addiction, soda addiction, even, any other, if you had any other like type of an addiction, like drugs or alcohol, if anybody wants to talk about it and just get it, I'm going to see how that might work. Because if I could at least help somebody out there, let me tell you, I love food. I love food. and I ate the wrong kind of food, and that's why I'm in the predicament I'm in now. What made me open my eyes was watching those 600-pound life videos on YouTube, because you hear them talk about, food is like a comfort, and food like fills the void, and I get it. I understand. I get it, because I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so, Mark, I had a 9-hour surgery and thought it would be scared, but I hurt so bad I couldn't wait. Yeah. I'm not stressing. I'm not going to stress until there's a reason to stress. Like, I could walk in there and I could be out now, because I did my confirmation on Friday. They called me to confirm everything. She said, I'll be in there 3 to 4 hours. All right. So I'm hoping after those 4 hours, I'm on my way down the street to the White House Diner and get some breakfast. I'll see what I can get there that's healthy. They got some good stuff though. That's it'll be during the week, so I can get real food. But yeah, so I'm hoping everything goes good, or I don't have to go in for any type of surgery. I'm going with a couple hours and I'm out. Go home, take a nap, do the rest of the day. But with my family history, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see.
We're rooting for you, man. We're all here for you. We're rooting for you. We want you to be healthy. We know you're putting the work in, and we know there's going to be a cheat day. There's going to be 2 cheat days. We're human,
Right. Like I said, like Fridays, I'm going to do pizza because
that's our tradition. That's our tradition around here. Friday, it's pizza night.
And Saturday, I'll do a review somewhere, whether it's a dinner, breakfast, whatever. But it's like last week. I didn't get my pay yet, so I'm like, it was Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday because I get my paycheck on Wednesday. I get my deposit on Wednesday. So I'm like thinking, do I want to stop and get, like fast food, Burger King? For your Burger King would be the better because it's flame broiled. And I'm driving up the Ave because I was at I met up with Lenny and his girlfriend. We were hanging out for a little bit, and I'm like, just not going to go through McDonald's because their burgers are greased. They're good, but they're greased. I go to Burger King, and I actually and I didn't go to Burger King, but I started actually feeling like guilty. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like feeling guilty going to Burger King. So I ended up going to Garrity's. Did I go to Garrity? No, I went to Price Chopper. It was right there, and I got a package of turkey burgers. Took them home, did them on the stove. They were about maybe they were small. They weren't really big, but pre-done turkey burgers. They weren't bad. So I put ketchup, onions, make them try and taste like regular burgers. Seasoned them, but they weren't bad. The turkey burgers were not bad. And
She just looked at me and meowed.
I got my 0 strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar.
Nice.
Nice. That's what's going on with me.
Well, Jay, that's a big deal, man. That's a big accomplishment. I mean, you think of how convenient running through a drive-through is, and then as you're kind of reaching that drive-through, you're just like, I don't want to undo all the progress I'm making, right? So you go in Price Chopper, you get your turkey burgers, and I mean, that's like half the battle, man, is just kind of like retraining your brain into, look, you know what, I got to take care of myself. I got to do this for me. It's so convenient to just spend $5-6 at the drive-through, but I'm
It's
gonna go a
also
little
getting
bit out
more
of my way.
expensive
Yeah,
to go
something
for
more
fast food.
expensive, something more time-consuming, right? Like you had to take it home and actually prepare it, but
Well,
that's
it's
progress,
actually
man.
more expensive going into the drive-through.
Fast food.
At the
Yeah, 'cause
fast
you're
food,
paying.
they're not cheap anymore.
Mhm.
It used to be
I buy.
you'd be able to get a double cheeseburger for $1
That's true.
or a cheeseburger for $1. You can't even
Yep.
get a cheeseburger for $1 anymore.
No, and
Oh yeah.
it's like you go through say even like McDonald's, you're spending at least $10. I mean, even if you get like a hamburger, it's like $3 or $4.
Yeah.
So you want fries, but you're gonna get fries because you're just not gonna get a hamburger. You're paying at least $10. And I went to the store. I got for it was like a pack. It was like $4.99. I got this small pack of the turkey burgers. For like $1.99, I bought the 247 or 64, whatever those numbers are, those buns, and I had everything else home. Yep. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put her back. She just wants to keep crawling. So I have to go get Sinatra because he's in there crying.
Sinatra.
He is such a little love bug right now. To think he bit me. All right.
Jay, I mean, some people might disagree with me. Like I'll just put a disclaimer out there. Like, I'm not a nutritionist. I don't have the healthiest eating habits either. During the week, my wife and I eat good. Sometimes we even eat good on the weekends. Like it's not uncommon for us to just get, healthy kind of food on a Friday night, even though that hurts because Friday is pizza night.
Yeah.
So there's that. But I guess what I was trying to say is, I mean, what some people might disagree with me about, and that's okay, because I could be wrong. I mean, I guess you could go to fast food restaurants and you could get a couple burgers or whatever and like just throw away all the buns, if you're trying to do low carb. I know it's not the same. I know it's like, the whole experience is like, biting into that,
And that's how my mind is geared right now. I'm like, if I'm gonna buy it or get it without an order or without the bun, because you could order it like, can I get a double cheeseburger without the bun?
Yeah,
and I'll do that. I know Burger King used to do it all the time. And when I used to work there, they would do that. They'd accommodate. And I can't bring myself to that yet, because like if I'm gonna eat it without the bun, I'm gonna cook at home and make an open face and do something home. I'm not gonna buy it at fast food restaurants. And like tonight before the show, I did a vow renewal for a couple. I did a wedding for them 5 years ago. It's their 5-year anniversary. And so I'm coming back and I'm like, Dunkin' Donuts has that really good, iced hot chocolate drink that, with all the, and I'm like, oh, and but I didn't.
There's so much temptation out there, right? It's just so much temptation.
Honestly, if you're craving it, get a small instead of like regular size, what you usually
right.
Always go like smaller.
I'm like thinking, no, with today eating crap, yesterday, I'm like, I'm not gonna do I'm kind of like, I'm like, I'm fighting with myself, like, down
it's a freaking battle, man. It really is. It's a conflict.
Because, Dunkin' Donuts has a good, Dunkin' Donuts has like a lot, like you can get like a large. Sheetz has their version, but it's only one size, but it's more chocolatey and more chocolatey than Dunkin' Donuts.
It's a shame you can't get it like done with, say, dark chocolate instead of milk chocolate.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Because dark chocolate is much better for you, and it's good for sugar.
And it's
good for people with diabetes. I actually just saw that recently.
I'd like dark chocolate. I think it tastes better.
Oh, I love dark chocolate.
Agreed. I love dark chocolate. It's my fave. It's my weakness. It's my kryptonite.
I would go to Garrity's and
Mama.
Reese's the Reese's peanut butter cups. You know the thin, like they came out with like the thin ones. Well, they have it in regular, but they have it in dark chocolate. And like dark chocolate, like, oh my god, this tastes so much better. But even like the other day when I was at Garrity's, I'm looking at the candy aisle going, no. You know.
Honestly, if I'm in the candy aisle and I'm craving something sweet, I go for Rolos.
I haven't had a Rolo in probably 20 years. Do they still make Rolos?
Yes, they do. Believe me, I know, because I just last week when I was at the store, it was like, oh, you know, I'm craving something really sweet. I don't usually get snacks or anything anymore. And it's like, I need something sweet right now. And I looked over and there's the Rolos. I'm like, yep, I got to get them.
Steph just put up Market Street Burgers, which I know where they are, has lettuce wraps as an option instead of the buns.
Yep.
Come on.
So does Booyah too. Booyah. And you gotta try their turkey burger, man. They're like if you're getting into the ground turkey and stuff, they have a great turkey burger, dude.
Booyah does?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I get it all the time.
Did not know
Turkey
that.
burger, raw onion, and mayo. That's it. That's how I get it. It's great.
I did not. Honestly, I did not know that.
Yes, sir.
I don't have money to go out, so.
I mean, honestly, you know, a lot of restaurants like nowadays are aware. I think that, you know, people are health conscious more than we have been in the past, I don't know, 50 years in this country. So, you know, a lot of restaurants you go to, like there are healthier options, or there's, you know, little accommodations, like instead of having the bun, you get the lettuce wrap, or, you know, sometimes some restaurants call it like an open-faced cheesesteak, Jay.
Yeah.
And it's just like chopped up cheesesteak meat with the onions and peppers, and it's on a bed of lettuce instead of all the carbs, you know, instead of the bun.
Mark just put up a good point. It's not always what you eat, it's the portion size that matters. Yeah, it's like everything in moderation.
Very true.
And like I said, I don't call myself being on a quote unquote diet, because no. I like to refer to it as a change of eating habit. Because I'm not dieting per se, but I am trying to change how I eat and watch the portions. And like today, because I knew I was going to the festival. Saturday, this morning, I wanted, like, because I was up early, because I went to the bank first. And South Main Abe's is open at 9 in the morning, and you can get chili dogs. Also some breakfast stuff. But I was like, this morning I was craving out the butt for a South Main chili dog. And again, you just cannot eat one of those. It's like 5 or 6.
But I can eat one.
I could eat 5.
I used to be able to sit down and like eat a great big steak and the sides and everything. And lately, it's just I'm lucky if I could finish a steak or even half of the steak in one sitting. And yet, I'm gaining the weight. Go figure.
Steph, here's the problem with that. They're not open on the weekends. They're not open on Saturdays.
Oh yeah.
And I can't get there during the week. It's too far away. Like I could, like if I wanted to, I could make a run to Wiener World on a quick break, because it's like just right around the corner. I could just call it, run over, come back, and be back in like 15 minutes. You know, Vino's is too far away. Even to do like a lunch run, they're too far away. But
Jay, like if you're looking for a good salad too, like during the week, you know, if you don't feel like cooking, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing exciting about eating salad, but
it's not.
Antonio's, dude, in West Pittston, they make a good salad.
I keep forgetting about Antonio's, the pizza joint.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking when you said Antonio's, I was thinking Agolino's for a minute.
I've been making a
Oh
good
well, yeah,
salad.
they do too. But Antonio's though, the pizzeria.
Right.
Steph and I get their salads. I don't know, maybe once a month, twice a month. We get them. They're good.
I said Garrity's. There's times like in like when it's hot out, and I'm like, I don't feel like I'll throw together one of those, make your own salad deals, and I keep it basic. Ham, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, hard boiled egg, and I'll use like Italian dressing. And I mean that in all sincerity, that does hit the spot. I'll eat that and I'll be fine. Especially since I got that Manjaro in me now, doing that Manjaro. That really
I've been doing my own salads. I get the sweet lettuce blend at Shields.
Oh yeah.
And it's just the lettuce. To go home, I take it. I get mushrooms, black olives, and this time I got red onion. I'm gonna dice that up and put it in there. And I have low fat dressing.
Yep.
It's not something I can eat all the time, but
right. Yeah.
It hits the spot for a quick snack, especially when it's really hot out.
Yeah.
It's
Jay, also, I know we're kind of like not calling it a diet, right? It's more of like a change in eating habits, moderation, portion control, that kind of thing. But the next time you order Chinese, like if you get what's that place in Exeter, Yummy Yummy?
Yummy Yummy.
Yeah, like if you order from there or something, every takeout Chinese place has like but see they call it a diet menu, but it's on the bottom of the menu usually, and it's like diet options, and really it's just like steamed broccoli and chicken. They give you like you get some rice, okay, but like they give you like your choice of sauce on the side. It's like a garlic sauce, you could kind of put on however much you like. It's like a healthier takeout Chinese. So definitely explore like the diet options on the Chinese takeout menu. They're pretty good.
Yeah, when I think Chinese, I don't think like diet.
Oh, I know. Same. Me too.
Chinese, like when I go to
I've been hungry for Chinese.
The buffet up near, in Pittston. Awesome buffet. It's like I first, I've been doing more like chicken, and I like their broccoli, how they do their broccoli. So I'll scoop like two big things of like chicken and broccoli, and they do like I don't know what kind of chicken you call it, but it's not like the General Tao's chicken. It's like flat chicken or chicken. I don't know what you call it, but it's good though. And like I'll get like 2 helpings of that, and I usually don't do the rice, but I'll do the lo mein. I like the lo mein. And then like second plate I'll have like General Tao's chicken and
yeah.
I always go for like the
China 3 in Pittston. Where, Judy? Where is that?
I think that's up by the library, Pittston Library, in that little plaza.
Oh, and that little. Okay, I rarely go in there because I don't go up that way.
Yeah,
I know.
William
I know
Street or Broad Street, Pittston.
Yeah, Broad, and it's in that. Yeah.
That's where Domino's used to be, I believe. You remember when they had Domino's there for the longest time?
Well, that's good, Mark. Congratulations, man. If it was just your cholesterol, if everything else was good, hey, that's actually, let's see. Well, my cholesterol is actually like decent. And every time I go to the doctor now and have to get blood work done, the GF look at me, she'll look at me, she'll go, how the hell is your cholesterol decent? I don't know. She goes, because that was before I started eating, like, doing healthier stuff. She's like, how could your cholesterol be, like, decent? I don't know. Everything else was off, like blood, blood pressure, everything, but cholesterol was good.
Yeah. Genetics, it could be just
bad cholesterol runs in my family. I still remember
too.
My mom, when she was at her doctor's, one time the doctor said, your bad cholesterol is over 700 or something like that. And she goes, well, what was my good cholesterol? He looked at me and goes, it doesn't matter.
Right. I got blood work like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and my cholesterol was high. And I remember thinking the same thing, Gina. I was like, well, there is a such thing as good cholesterol. So can that just like cancel out or counteract the bad? It's like, no, it
Actually,
doesn't work like that. I was like,
My doctor told me the last time at my blood work that even though my bad cholesterol was high, my good cholesterol was higher. So it was actually really good, and he wasn't going to put me on medication, but he did want me to try and stay away from the high cholesterol foods.
That's the hard part. Yeah.
Especially when the stuff that's better for you is more expensive.
Yeah. Tell me about it. It's but bottom line though, whether you want to call it a meal, food change, a diet, a whatever, carb counting, you have to have willpower to do it.
Yep.
Like I said, I watched those 600-pound videos, and people, they'll like, oh well, 600 pounds. I mean, that is heavy. Okay, that's like morbid obese. When I was talking to one of my doctors, I forget which one it was, my endo or it was my cardiologist or endo. I've been seeing so many doctors lately, I don't remember which one I was talking with, but they said, oh, it was my endo. And she said, did you ever think about, she goes, not saying you need it, but do you ever think about the bariatric surgery? And I'm like, well, I'm not obese. I mean, I'm heavy, but I'm not like 600 pounds. And she's like, she took like my weight, which I was like 314 at that point, saying that that's considered obese. And I was like, shit. Cause like, yeah, but I don't think I'm that bad yet.
Well, if you watch some of those shows, so I was watching 1,000-Pound Sisters. They were told they had to lose so much weight on their own before they can get that bariatric surgery.
Well, that's how the 600-pound life is. Like Dr. Now Mazzardi, and like they say he's like one of like the best in the country.
I was watching that. Well, I was watching like that 1,000-Pound Sisters, and the one sister got up to over 700 pounds.
That's good.
And
from like 1,000 down to 700. That's
well, no, she was at a little over 700.
Oh.
It was her and her sister on the show. Her sister she would lose the weight, but then she didn't want to. She'd just go right back to doing things the way she wasn't supposed to.
Because they like the food, the taste of the food.
Yes,
I get it.
But at the same time, the other one liked the taste of food, but she knew that it was affecting her health, and she did what she could. It took her a while to be able to get the surgery to lose enough weight. But then, like the last show that I saw with her, she was down to like 170 pounds after the surgery. They had to go into like the skin removal surgery.
Right.
They took off, I think they said like 15 pounds of skin.
Damn.
Yeah, and you know what? When I saw like what she looked like before, and what she looked like at the end of the show, I was amazed.
Yeah, like Dr. Now, he won't, if you're like over 600, he wants you at least, depending on how bad it is, like either under 5 or 4 before he'll even attempt it. Because he's like, anything above that, you're risking your body's you're not gonna make it.
And then also with the surgery, for a couple weeks before and a few weeks after, you're on a all liquid diet.
He was doing after he does surgery, he tells his patients, I don't know how long, and so I guess he feels it's okay. Liquid diet, soups, broth, and Jello.
And what's that called? Like Ensure, they have them on.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. It's a meal replacement
for like protein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're also on that for a few weeks before.
Oh, like with Doctor Now, when he puts people on his diet, at that point, no, like when people say, "Oh, well, I did the protein shake or drink," first he'll look at him and go, "Was that on the diet that you could have?" No, or you shouldn't have it. Like he is so against in the beginning these protein shakes because what he also wants to do, what he tries to do, because people think they go in, they'll have the surgery, and that's a one cure fix, and he's like, and I thought that how it was too until I started watching these shows. And it's like, no, it's helps. It's a tool that helps you get rid of the weight, but you still have to, set your mind that to eat healthy, not eat like shit that got you there. And that's what he does. He also tries to he's like because after the surgery, you still have to maintain that eating habit. You can't go back to eating, because you could stretch your stomach and undo all the work. And yeah, so like I'm like, I didn't know that either. But yeah, it's
a lot. It's a
the last couple
big
months.
Commitment.
I'll
be right back, guys. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
2 minutes. It's the Sick Myth Show with him. Sick no. Good night, Mark. Oh wait, Mark's leaving.
Yeah, he says.
Oh, good night, Mark. I didn't see you guys. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, see you next week, Mark.
Oh, I'm getting tired.
It's only 10 o'clock.
I know. And last night I was in bed by 11 and out like a light.
Wow.
It's weird. Like some days I'm up until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And then other nights I'm asleep by 10.
Now, I don't know if it's just because I have myself worried over these tasks subconsciously. Because like I'll fall asleep at like 11. I'll be up at I'll wake up at 1 and I'll be like wide awake and won't be able to fall asleep till like 4. And then I'm getting up at 7 to go start, get ready for work.
I have to start looking for a job.
I
need something full time. I did put in at that temp agency that you told me to put into.
Okay. Yeah, the girl that does that, one of the girls that do interviews, she hasn't been in for a couple days. She's on PTO.
But I do need to get something. I'm going stir crazy, being home all the time.
So how's your leg? Do you still have to use the scooter? Could you put weight on it now? Like, what's the update?
I can put 100% of my weight on it. I can walk in it walk on it in my boot, or a supportive shoe, which they said is just like a regular sneaker as long as it adds support.
Oh, so you could wear the boot and walk. You don't have to worry about the scooter or crutches. You could walk on it.
Right. I've been using my cane with it because I do get tired out and it does hurt after a little while.
Oh yeah.
You got to remember 4 months of not walking on it.
4 months of so like all your muscles just like that leg muscle just went.
Yeah, that was like that after a month. It's like almost half the size of my other leg.
Now you got to
start building it back up.
Build back up your stamina in your right leg. But, I mean, that's good. You're finally you could walk on it. You could mobile yourself a little bit.
Yeah. I'm doing as well as I can in it, but I'll take a walk.
You're not going to be perfect yet, but you're going
I'm
in that.
I'm always perfect. All right.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I know. It's just driving me crazy.
Yeah, because you've been in the house for how many months straight, and you're going batty.
Yeah. Well, I actually want to go for a walk. Like, I want to see if I could make it down to town. I would take my walker, though.
I wouldn't walk down. I mean, you're up near General. I wouldn't walk down the town yet. I'd like maybe try a block
around the block,
or even 2 streets down.
Well, I've walked up to Peters, which is like a couple blocks up.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, cool.
The first time I did it, I used the walker because I didn't know how my leg would be,
Right. Oh, of
how
course.
receptive my leg would be. Then the last 2 times I've been using the cane.
And how do you feel?
Usually by the time I get back from Peters, it's like it hurts, but not as bad. It's not as bad as it was.
It's good. Sounds like you're starting to slowly build up your muscles.
Yep. Slowly. But I do want to get back to work. I'd prefer to get something like close to home if I have to work outside of the house. Somewhere I could walk. There was when I was still not 100% with the leg, there was a job practically right around the corner from my house. And, I had to wait for the doctor to say, you can stand on it for a while. Put
Right.
100% on. And it's like, I finally, got the okay from the doctor, 100% weight on it. I go to apply for the job, not up there anymore.
Shit.
And it's something like, because we live on North Main, this job was right on Penn Ave.
Right there.
Yeah. Which, it's 4 blocks, I think, from my house.
Maine, let me think. Penn Ave.
Do you know where Butler Street is?
Oh yeah. I used to live in East End. I remember when the Butler Street Bridge used to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that might have been before your time.
Butler Street comes all the way up to North Main. It stops at North Main.
Right. But there used to be, I don't know if you remember this, but
I remember the bridge.
You remember the bridge?
Oh yeah. But we live just past Courtright from Butler.
Right. I know where Courtright is.
Yeah, we're that block after Courtright. So, and the job for that I was looking into was on Penn Ave, right around the corner from Butler. Like right where that gas station is down there.
Yeah.
It's like practically right behind the gas station.
Like like at that not the intersection, but like you go, if you're coming from Wilkes-Barre, from East End, you go over Butler, you go through the light, and it's that on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly right what you're talking about.
Well, that job was right there.
Oh, geez, that would have been perfect.
Yeah, because then I wouldn't have to worry about driving anywhere. If the roads are bad, I could walk. And I can get my exercise in. And it was all day shift.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Only Monday through Friday. And it's like, really?
But at that point, you couldn't walk on your leg yet.
Exactly.
Oh, damn doctors.
Right? I should have just put the application in. And then, if they called me for the interview, I could have told them what was going on. But I didn't think of it at the time. But I do need to get back to work. I hate not having money. I hate not having the money to pay for anything.
Years ago, when Arby's in Kingston, under the old owners, went out of business.
Uh-huh.
I had to apply for unemployment, which I got it. But your unemployment was next to nothing. I covered my rent. I just covered my rent. Maybe I had like $10 after that.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm like sitting staring at the walls, like, which I had a car, so I was able to try and find, but like when my car just got stolen, and I was working for that year. I was able to get unemployment for 6 months, but then the other 6 months I was scraping because like I tried to get it extended. Well, you can't, and they don't tell you that when you talk to them.
Right.
Just reapply, and you can't. You're going to have it because you don't have enough. Blah blah blah. Why'd you tell me to reapply?
Yep.
Like.
You don't have
So
enough quarters that worked.
right.
Yeah.
I'm like, why'd they tell me to reapply for an extension? Thinking I had some type of hope. I'm like, I don't have a job. I can't find work. So you can even talk to my because they had I was doing that thing down we're near Coughlin, that job thing. I forget what it's called, but I had a caseworker,
Yeah.
and she was trying to help me find work. And the jobs that she was able to find me, they were too far away. I needed a car. I couldn't get there by bus. I needed a car, and I didn't have a car because it got stolen. So I'm trying to find. I needed
something close
to the job, but I need the job to buy the car. It's So
that's okay. Like I put in that I wanted in the Wilkes-Barre area, right around Wilkes-Barre. I'm getting stuff for Oliphant. I'm getting stuff for Jessup, Scranton. I'm like, no, that's too far away. I don't.
And it's like.
Plus, with all the construction all the time on the highways and that.
Oh yes, I remember calling, if you try and call the unemployment on your phone, you wait forever. But down at that job place, they have a direct line. You call and you get right through to someone. And I remember saying to him I need to call and extend my unemployment. You can't. Well, the guy
now they want you to do everything online.
They're like, no, you can't. You can't. You only get it for 6 months. I'm like, well, why did this person I talked to told me? Oh, I don't know. Of course, you're not going to know. So I'm like, I can't find a job. So you could talk to my case manager here at this job center. I can't find work. Nobody's hiring me. I can't find work. What do I do? Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah, no kidding. I'm doing myself, well, no shit, Sherlock. But no, you're saying, you can't do, but how do you survive?
Yeah.
So it's and this is the only way I survived, which I wish it was a whole different scenario. My mom passed away during that time period, and me and my two sisters got
the insurance
and an inheritance from the insurance, and that's what saved my last 6 months because I had nothing. And don't get me wrong, my two sisters are awesome. I love them both. They helped me out best they could, but they can only do so. They would only do so much. So it's what do you do? Then I ended up finding that classic car advertising, which, man, I still got to tell you guys that story one of these days. That was hell. But it was enough where I was able to build up some money and I was able to buy a cheap car. But see what it was. I wish I could remember the full name and I can't. But the office that we had was in that bank next to the Kirby Center on the square. So I would just jump a bus and it would take me right down to the Marts, the
old Marts. It's not there. Yeah. It's not Marts anymore.
Oh, damn. Well, okay, we're the old Marts. And I just, go next door and up to the office and start working. Well, here's how this thing was laid out. And tell me if you think this is messed up. What the goal was, they were trying to sell advertising for classic cars. Now, the pitch was we could put them into on 30 different advertisements at once for $300. That was their pitch, roundabout. Well, my job was to cold call, and I don't know who he got to do this because I'd be better be paying me good to do this. He would have we would go through Craigslist, and for each state, pull ads that people put in, say, I have a '69 Mustang, or I have a fit I want to sell, and they would make lists of each state, and
Susan.
Have to get. I was just wondering. I was thinking about Susan, going, I haven't seen Susan. So you would have So my job was to call these people and at least get 10 emails a day. Hey, Fred, I see you have a 69 Camaro or, Mustang. I could, a good deal, put you on these advertisements. We could sell it for you, blah, 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 blah. And if you're like, well, I'm like, so I'd be like, well, tell you what, can I send you some information? Can I get your email address? Okay. So we had to at least get 10 emails a day, which was not easy. Because a lot of people be like, click or yeah, no click. But some,
It'd be like, yeah, scam. See ya.
I guess because I could talk. I know how to talk and I know how to interact. I was getting like 20 emails a day. Like I was going above what he wanted. So when we get our list, we turn it over to the quote unquote closers. And they would reach out and go, hey, you're talking to so-and-so. We're going to send you this information, but here's what we can do for you. Yada, 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 yada. How can we help you today? And try and close it and flip that into a sale. Well, I was getting the emails out the ass like I was supposed to, but they weren't flipping. I'm like, well, you want to charge someone like a couple hundred? I don't know if it was $300 or $299, but it was like, it was not cheap. And like a lot of people, they're going to sell them their own cars. They're not going to, some did, don't get me wrong. I might have got one or two.
Uh-huh.
But like nobody, like 90% of my elite were not like, no, I could do it myself, for that much. So he calls me. It was a Friday. And also during this, like maybe three months, I was there 2-3 months.
Uh-huh.
We'd go into work and he wouldn't show up. And so the other person would call and say, hey, and be like, oh, everybody take the day off. So, but here's the thing, we didn't get paid for that. So when we got our first check, when I got my first check, I noticed it was a written out check. He didn't take the taxes out. So he did it as like you were a subcontractor. So long story short, he ended up moving office. He moved his office from the floor we were on to upstairs, bigger office. So I'm thinking, oh, well, I guess we're doing okay if we're switching. We're getting a bigger office. Yada 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 yada.
Yeah.
He brought in another person to help. I'm like, oh, I must be doing all right, And so we were going on our last break, our afternoon break, and the one lady comes over. She's like, hey, I forget his name, wants to see you over in the break room. I'm like, this can't be good. All right, no problem. So I go over. I'm like, hey, you wanted to see me? Oh yeah, have a seat. I'm like, shit. Here it comes. He's like, you're a good guy. You're good on the phone. I said, well, you wanted me to get 10 emails a day, correct? I'm like, and I've been getting like 20 plus. He goes, you haven't. He goes, you've been great. He goes, but they're not flipping the sales. I can't.
That's not your fault.
I said, well, that you didn't tell me. He goes, it's not flipping the sales. I can't afford to keep you. I'm gonna have to let you go. He goes, here's your paycheck. You can leave if you want to go now. You can.
That's one of those. It's like, okay, I was doing my job. It's not my fault. Your sales team didn't, wasn't able to follow through on their.
Beautiful. Not my fault. Like, all right, I'm like, well, thank you for the opportunity. I didn't want to burn any bridges just in case. Thank you for the opportunity. Blah 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 blah. Well, yeah. I couldn't file an employment because he never claimed the taxes. He never paid, because we were like, I forget what you call it, like
you weren't technically on the books.
Right. I had to file my own, I have to do it with Simple Severance when I make so much money. I just forget what it's called right now. But, so I'm like, all right, so I come back home and I'm like, I got to tell my landlord that I lost my job again. Now, my landlord, she was great. She was amazing. She helped you out any way possible. She would help you. She'd work with you. Like, how do I tell my landlord I lost my job and I can't even collect? Like, what am I going to do? So I call my older sister. I'm like, here's what happened. She goes, maybe it was a blessing in disguise because this guy never show up. Half the time he wouldn't show up. You wouldn't get paid. I take the bus up and I have to take the bus back home because it work. So long story short, I'm like, well, she goes, did you tell your landlord yet? I said, no, I'm trying to figure out how to tell her that one. She goes, well, sleep on it tonight. Maybe something will, come along the next day or two. Yeah, okay. So the next Saturday, I'm back on, that Indeed website and, trying to find another job. Well, it was a Saturday and the phone rings. It said, 570. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's a bride looking to book a wedding because I was still doing weddings then. Hopefully it's a wedding. I can make a couple dollars. Well, the guy goes, hi, it's so-and-so from Aerotech. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck's Aerotech? I'm thinking it's like some type of scam or some type of bullshit.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm the manager. He goes, normally we don't work on Saturdays, but we're looking to fill a position. I saw your resume. Can you come in and talk to us Monday? What time do you want me there?
Yeah.
Like, he goes, you're still looking? I'm like, absolutely. He goes, are you working right now? I said, well, honestly, I just lost my job. What happened? So I explained the story. He's like, okay. He goes, looking at your resume, you got everything that we're looking for. Can you come in Monday for an interview? I'm like, when do you want me there? It was 12:30. I was there at noon. Because I'm like,
I'm always early.
That I'm interested and I need a job. So I go over. It was across from, I don't know if they're still there or not, but it was across from the River Street Jazz Cafe in the River Grill building.
Okay.
Which I did a wedding there, and the River Grill is really good. I want to go back and eat there.
We did one of our class reunions there.
And so I'm like, I go down, I ace the computer, like the typing test. I ace everything and the skills. They're like, we did a quick background check. You passed that. He goes, you just have to go for a drug test. Well, I know I'm going to pass that. So he goes, we're going to hire you. He goes, we have a class starting up in Jessup in like a week. All right, I could. So I go back to my house. I'm like, so I call my landlord. I'm like, hey, I got bad news, but I got good news. She's like, uh-oh. I'm like, well, it would have been. So I told her this classic, I lost my job, but I got a call from this person. I'm going, but I can't start for another week. She's like, but you're gonna start working. I said, I'm going for the training. So it's a done deal. She's like, okay, I'll work with you. Not a problem. She's like, are you okay with food? Are you okay with, like, I love my landlord. She passed away.
You don't see that very often with landlords.
She passed away, but like her sons took over and her son's just as nice. But she'd be like, okay, what do you need? Do you have food? I'm like, no, I was talking to my sisters and they're helping me out. And, so I was talking to my older sister. I'm like, here, but I got this job. I just can't start training for a week. She's like, okay, if you need anything, let me know. I'll take you for an order, blah, 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 blah. And I went up to TMG and I've been there since. And so like not having nothing, especially when that year I was off before I started doing that classic car care thing or that classic. Yep. So I know what you mean, because my paycheck covered the rent, my food stamps covered food, and my two sisters covered my utilities because I couldn't pay it because I didn't have money.
Yep.
So in that sense, I'm glad. And if they're watching, my two sisters, I love you to death. Thank you for helping me all those years. Even now, like they'll hey, Janine, are you okay? But. So I know what it's like to be on the bottom. I know what it's like to not have like a pot to piss in, excuse the French. But yeah, that's my backup story. Susan, thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for coming in late. I hope everything's okay, and we're glad you're here. And
I haven't heard this.
I'm sorry if I just bored everybody for that last 20 minutes on my my life story for the last how many years. But
Not at all, man. Not at all. It's very, very, very humbling, to hear everything that you've, been through and how you persevered. And I know you could do the same thing with, eating better and getting healthier and stuff, Jay. I mean, if you could overcome
that,
a lot of those ups and downs, man. I mean, yeah, you could do this
But it's
one
like-
too.
and I know it's not funny, but I have to laugh at myself, and I just have to chuckle in a way, because I'm like thinking to myself, and I was talking to GF, I'm like, you know something, I can't die. She goes, why would you like? I'm like, I said, think about it. If I die tomorrow, what's going to happen to Simple Ceremonies? I mean, I have food review shows up until the middle of March next year, so I'm good there. But what's going to happen with the show? What's going to happen here? I'm like, I can't let all that. I said, I worked too hard. I worked too hard to get this thing going. I can't go anywhere yet. I got to live forever. And just trying to make not a joke, but just if I don't laugh at it, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
So I have to laugh at it.
Yeah.
I'm also
Absolutely.
writing a journal. Every couple days I'm adding to it, where it just kind of tracks. Instead of doing like a video, I'm writing a journal. Next, Susan's giving us all homework. Next week we need to watch an old Disney movie.
Oh, gladly.
I prefer horror films. I was watching stupid
I'll tell you
shows
my
today.
favorite Disney movie right now. Aladdin. The first Aladdin. Aladdin 2, The Return of Jafar. Or no, what
Aladdin
the hell
2
is
is the
something
Return of Jafar.
Return of Jafar. That was good too. That was
If
really
you want
good.
to talk about Disney movie now, I mean, I love growing up with the cartoon. I don't know if I watched Aladdin, but like the Lion King cartoon, I liked. When I would watch my niece and nephew, they were old enough. It was around that time frame where the Disney Channel had like Tailspin and those. They make the TV series off of the old movies. Old Yeller, I cried. If anybody, I'm sorry if you watched Old Yeller and didn't cry when Old Yeller died, you're not human.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you
have
no
no
heart
heart if you did not at least shed a tear.
Well, I have no
Yeah.
heart,
You would
but I
have
didn't watch it.
yeah, but
who cried when you didn't watch, but like who cried when Old Yeller died? I did. That
yeah.
and there's a movie I couldn't watch because it was a cartoon and I couldn't watch that too because it was about bunnies. And when I was a kid, it was called Watership Down.
Never heard of it.
I can't remember the whole plot of it, but I know it was sad at one point, and I can't watch it because it made me too sad when I was a kid. But when you talk about like the old Disney movies, I have it actually on my laptop, and I'll watch it every so often. The Black Hole, and you can get it on. You can find it on Disney Plus if you have Disney Plus.
One of Mike's favorite movies.
The Black Hole. For that, it was done like late 70s, early 80s. Like I'm not 100% sure, but it was in that time frame. The effects back then for what they had back then, were amazing. So
Better than the movies that I watched today. I watched some real winners. Like Tsunami Sharks. They can't even come up with good names. I watched Spiders on a Plane.
I remember watching Snakes on a Plane. That was kind of interesting.
Snakes on the Plane was pretty good. But if you've seen the Spiders on a Plane, it was like, what the hell?
What am I looking at? But like even like the original Tron, I know they made like a Tron 2 at one point, I think, but like the original Tron, Herbie the Love Bug I'm going back with Don Knotts, not the Lindsay Lohan reboot. But that wasn't bad either. But it's today, like, they can't make, like, I don't know how true it is, and if they're really doing it, I'm like gonna be disgusted. I don't know if it's a legit or one of those teaser trailers that are floating around. But there's in 2026 they're supposed to be redoing Smokey and the Bandit. I'm like you. I even put. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. No, don't ruin a classic.
That's got to be fake. It has to be.
I don't know.
How can they do? But then again, they want to redo Footloose again, from what I heard.
They did. They rebooted that once already.
Oh, I know that, and that sucked.
It's like, but from what I'm seeing here, it's supposed to be Vin Diesel. And I like Vin Diesel as an actor, don't get me wrong. But no, don't remake a classic. Like, so like Vin Diesel's supposed to play like, supposed to be, aka like the Bandit, or that character. I don't think we're gonna call it the Bandit, but the Bandit with Will Smith, as they showed him in a sheriff's outfit. So he's supposed to be like the cop, I guess, Buford T. Justice or in that. But I'm like, no. I'm like, you got to be. Now, I love Vin Diesel in the Fast and Furious. I loved him in what was that other one he was where he
Triple X.
Triple X was a good movie.
Yeah, it was. The second one I didn't care for.
Yeah.
And I heard they made a third one, and they brought Vin Diesel back, but I don't remember seeing it, so I don't know. But like, I'm like, it's like they rebooted the Dukes of Hazzard, like.
And it was a good movie, but it shouldn't have been considered a Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, like Willie Nelson. I mean,
I love Willie Nelson.
I think he played they picked him right for Uncle Jesse.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay. Now, Uncle Jesse wouldn't say I'm going to pop a cap in his ass, but overall, Willie Nelson did a good Jesse Duke. Never going to be as good as Denver Pyle, but I'm going to say he was good. He was decent. Waylon, I think, would have been proud. But like they picked what who the hell? Sean William Scott. Now, I loved him as Stifler.
Yeah.
I like him in that new Tim Allen TV show with Cat Williams or Cat Dennings. But
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Shifting gears. But being like,
who was the other guy? Owen Wilson? Was it Owen Wilson and Sean
William Scott and Johnny Knoxville? He played Luke Duke. And they made him like a womanizer, a male, slut, basically.
Oh, kind of was.
And but Luke Duke, like original, like
it was Johnny
Luke Duke's character wasn't like that, and so they made him like they did a Dukes of Hazzard Beginnings with Willie Nelson playing Uncle Jesse again, but there were different. Daisy Bone, they were different, and that was better than the Johnny Knoxville Sean William Scott version. It's maybe if you like our movies, rare movies, try Race for the definitely. That's a possibility. That's cool. Thanks, Pete.
Today was one of those days that I had to watch like weird ass movies.
But you know what? I'll find on YouTube like some old shit that wasn't. I mean, they were in the 80s. They weren't really popular, but you knew who the actors were. Like, Weird Al Yankovic had a movie called UHF, which
that was weird.
Yeah, I mean, it was stupid, but it was stupid, but not stupid at the same time. Like. It's just something like you just had to watch it once.
Yep.
I liked it. But I thought like it was like, oh man, really? some of the songs out of that soundtrack I like he did the Beverly Hillbillies based off a Dire Straits song. Some of that was okay, you know. But like I can't. Let's see.
Donald Pleasance is a really good actor.
Who was?
Donald Pleasance.
Oh, I don't know who he is.
Halloween.
Now what
He
I'm
played
going
in
to do?
Halloween.
Who was he in Halloween?
The Doctor.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about now. All right. I'm gonna. Hopefully, I don't get hit with any type of anything stupid. But
Yeah, Pete. I never seen that.
Pete, you're watching Alien
know
Earth,
what?
man.
I'm gonna put it in.
I don't have Disney Plus or Hulu. I really want to
That
watch
way,
it.
if you guys want to check it out, that way I won't hit. I'm going to.
Guys, I'll probably shut down at 11. By the way, I'm just kind of exhausted, so I'll go another 15, and then I gotta bounce.
No, we'll wrap it at 11. We're good. Here, I'm putting in the chat. That's that link for the Smokey in the Bandit. If anybody wants to watch it, there's the link. I figured 11 o'clock we'll shut down. Because we've been going a good 2 hours. We're still holding 6. And
Pete, I grew up watching horror films, so it's like I'm desensitized to them, and just watching Donald Pleasance in any movie makes the movie worthwhile.
I started watching today on YouTube free movie. Like, remember Wayne's World?
Yep.
That was that's a freebie on YouTube for a while. Every so often they'll flip them, and sometimes you get some good stuff. It's The Great Escape. I like 007 when it was with Sean Connery, and then Roger Moore. After that, I just couldn't get into it anymore.
You didn't like the Pierce Brosnan era?
No, not really.
I wasn't a big 007 fan.
But it's funny. The guy who played Q, was his name Q? Or the guy who invented all of his
all the gadgets, all the weapons.
From what I remember, I know it was the same actor during the Connerys, but also in Roger Moore, and I think in Brosnan's too. I think.
Yes. Yep. You're right.
Then 007 For Your Eyes Only. I liked.
I like the song.
Like what?
I liked the song.
Oh yeah, I forget who sings that, but I know what you're talking about. Then there was For Your Eyes Only. Then there was Octopussy, which was good. But yeah, those when like movies were good. Like I'm watching a movie, like seeing movies now that they're going to come out with, and maybe one or two aren't bad, but some of them are just like, I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
You also have to look at them too, because most of them are like ripoffs. Yeah,
they're reboots or kind of reboots,
and they don't even say that they're like a reboot of them. They're just totally ripped off. Like I was saying, like that Spiders on a Plane. It was like a total B movie. Now a lot of people said that they didn't like Snakes on a Plane. They said it was like almost like a B movie. I liked it.
I thought it was good.
But at the same time, I'm watching the Spiders on a Plane. I'm like, but they couldn't come up with anything original.
Like they
make them on a cruise ship.
Now it never made it to. I don't believe it ever made it to the movie theaters because it probably was that bad. Everybody remembers the classic Titanic. Kate Winslet, Leonardo DiCaprio. It was about Titanic. They had he did a good storyline into the sinking of the ship. The effects were next to like almost real, like looked like the real Titanic. they made a Titanic 2. And if you want to talk about cheesy B movies, this was one of them. Even the effects were like you could tell they were fake. Like, and in the Titanic 2, you could search it online. It's you might even find it on YouTube, but it was or parts of it. It was that bad. So
You got to see Tsunami Sharks.
the storyline to Titanic 2 was this this young wealthy had a lot of money. He was able to have his company rebuild the Titanic, and on the outside it looked like the original Titanic, but on the inside it was supposed to be all state of the art, like to avoid icebergs and shit like that.
Yep.
And but when I show this Titanic, you could just tell it just looked so cheesy. Wasn't fun. And then
Like a toy boat on a
not
in a
even
bathtub.
not even that, but yeah, it was cheesed. So, and this Titanic was supposed to sail the same route as the original Titanic from point A to point B. Well, of course, that when this is going on up in the now they the scene changes and they there's this guy supposed to be like this really expert weather expert. And he's up in the North Pole or wherever it's the poles, where because of the I guess the change of the weather, ice chunks were melting from this one major big iceberg, and they were floating down into the Atlantic. So, of course, but now the thing with this is, you might see the iceberg here, but underneath could be massive. So again, so the new Titanic is on its way to New York, and what happens? This iceberg collides with the new Titanic, that sinks again. The only thing is, like, they made their escape boat like more like pods where they like submerge, like,
Yeah.
but it was just so terrible. And I don't believe it ever made it to the movies because it was that bad. It made it to DVD.
It sounds familiar. I think I might have seen it.
When the days of Blockbuster, me and the ex-wife, we signed up for Blockbuster online. So if you I'd order like movies online, like The Hearse and like Salem's Lot. Well, the wife at the time didn't like those, like wanted new movies. So you take the 3 that you got from online, take them to the store, and you get 3 free rentals. So we were at the store, and I'm looking, you gotta be kidding me. So I'm like, we have to do it. So like, all right, because I mean it was free. We didn't have to pay for it because it was free. So I'm like, let's.
Right.
So if it, I'm like, let's get it. We're on the free because if it's that terrible, we want to waste the money. And yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was really bad. I think we could make a better movie than what that person did.
Well, I know that I would be a horrible actress, but like watching some of these movies that I was watching today, I'm thinking I could do better than that. And they pay these people.
It's funny because if you think about it, when they made oh my God, I'm blanking out. It was about the witch something.
Blair Witch
Blair Witch
Project.
Project.
That was a horrible freaking movie. I got sick from it watching it.
It scared the shit out of me a little bit. But like, here's the thing: the people that put that together, the directors, got 3 unknown named actors or people to play in the movie. Gave them camcorders, told them basically where to be at what point, but not what's going to happen. So when the people actually jumped because they were scared, they were actually like really scared. The movie made these guys maxed out all their credit cards.
Yep.
And they returned back with millions. And it's funny because if you went online, whoever did this with them put stuff up online. So if you searched it to see if it was true or not,
it said it was real.
Right. So the way they did this, it was brilliant. And, they found just an old beat up shack in the woods that was so, ready to fall apart and kill everybody if it did. It wasn't part of a movie production. It was just an old shack out in the middle of nowhere.
They didn't build it just for that purpose.
And yeah, and a buddy of mine who I've known for years, I go to his cookouts every year. Him and two other his buddies went to. I remember Mamma Mia. I don't remember Strange Magic though, Susan. My buddy and his friend went to that where that shack was, and everybody going out stealing like bricks and everything. And my buddy actually got a picture. His friend took a picture of him standing in the corner, like at the end where how he was like faced the wall, and then it just. Well, my buddy got a picture doing the same thing, and he took. Remember in that movie, like the frames had the carvings on it. I don't know if you remember, but he took some. Okay. He took bricks. He took dirt. And he took the pictures to say, hey, this is legit and I was there. He cut up the board so you just have the symbols. He was selling the symbols on eBay for like $10 and he was getting it. He was selling the dirt $25, bricks $20. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And I'm like, what if someone says, is that true? He's like, I have the picture to show. I was there. He said by that time when he got there, though, I guess people were ransacking it and it was like worse than it was during the movie. But yeah, we can come up with something like that. I think we all put our heads together. We can come up with something. Hopefully, make a short movie. Submit it to they have that festival for the new whatever.
Yeah.
We should make a movie or a documentary movie or something. Because like what I'm doing is I'm writing a journal of tracking my process, and when I'm finally done with it, I want to see if I can get it published. Maybe inspire people. I don't know. Because I have to say, and I want to say thank you to those people. Like, people have been commenting on my YouTube videos, like, thank you for sharing. There was one where, I was going kind of something similar. So, thank you, because I know I'm not the only one. Your words have inspired me for whatever. But, and that's like, I'm like, wow, I inspired somebody. Holy crap. Don't be afraid of the dark. That was, I remember, I don't know if I saw it, but I remember that. I remember my first drive-in movie and when my parents was the Amityville Horror, the original Amityville Horror. That was cool.
If I go, it will be double. Sorry. Should I stay or should I go is on.
Should I stay or should I go? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
I think my first drive-in movie might have been Jurassic Park.
Did you see that? Did you see Jurassic World, the reboot?
Dude, honestly, the last Jurassic Park I saw was the second one, The Lost World. Remember, like number 2?
Yeah,
There's
I saw
5 million of them, isn't there?
Oh, I know. I haven't seen any of the new ones. I mean,
I saw Jurassic Park 3 where they brought back Alan from the first, Alan Grant from the first one, but the rest other I didn't watch.
I'm sorry. They should have learned like the first 3 times.
And
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's kind of a recycled plot at this point, but I haven't seen any of the newer ones. I haven't seen them since The Lost World, and that came out in what, like the late 90s, I think. That was the last one I saw.
It's but watching the trailer for the Rebirth, whatever it's called, it doesn't look bad. But every time they show a trailer, the trailer always makes it look better than what it could be.
Oh yeah.
Like there was one, like the trailer looked amazing. I'm like, oh, I got to see this. And me and the ex-wife went, and it was like, gotta be kidding me.
See, I liked all the Transformer movies. The movies, not the cartoons, the movies.
You see, like,
But I like action-packed films too.
So do I, but like, I grew up with the cartoon like Mike. I grew up in that era with the Transformers.
Well, so did I.
And I mean, I loved watching the cartoon. I watched the cartoon movie to this day. Now the live action, I have the first one, which I thought was now the Sam Witwicky part of it they could have got rid of somehow. With Shia LaBeouf or LaBeouf, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't bad. I'm glad they got Peter Cullen and Frank Welker to voice, Megatron and Optimus Prime. But like the second one, okay. The third one, I just lost like interest. They had I think they had like 5 or 6 of them. And I think they're supposed to be making another one, but I'm like, what the hell?
I heard that they're making another one.
What the hell could they be doing now? Like,
all I know is the first drive-in movie that I took my kids to, that my son actually stayed awake for the whole thing. Because usually we would go to the drive-in. It would be me and my 2 kids, because I was with my ex-husband at the time. He just didn't like going anywhere. I would take the kids. We'd sit and watch a movie, and like 5 minutes into the movie, my son would be 5 minutes into the first movie, my son would be out like a light. But like that was the first one. He stayed awake for the whole thing. He sat there, his eyes glued to the screen.
It was like in the live action one.
Yep.
They killed Jazz. I'm like, come on, man, you can't kill Jazz. Like, shit.
And I believe that was the original one too. You know what I mean?
What do you mean the original one?
Like the first one, the first Transformers movie.
Oh yeah, it was like they killed off Jazz. I'm like,
but what I'm saying is, I think that was the very first one that my son.
That was
that I took my son to. Yeah, he's 23 now.
Now, Megan, whatever her name was, played a good part, I think.
Yeah, she's a good actress. I thought they were all pretty good.
She got a bad rep somewhere at one point. Megan Fox. Megan Fox, is that her last name? I think.
Yeah.
Is she still with Machine Gun Kelly?
I don't know.
Megan Fox.
Maybe.
But now she did which she didn't do a bad job in. They again rebooted Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which they that they made them look more like they were on steroids. Do you remember that version?
I actually haven't seen it.
It looks like the Turtles on steroids.
Yeah, they were like real beefed up.
Yeah. She did some good. I think from the clips I saw on YouTube, she did not do bad. I never watched the whole movie, but from what I saw, she looked like she did a pretty good job. But it's like another one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, the original first one was cool with who played Donatello, Corey Feldman. He voiced Donatello. The second one, Corey got in trouble, so they put somebody else in it. But the second one was still not bad. The Secret of the Ooze, okay. The third one, where they go back in time or something, that was just stupid. All right, Pete says try the Bargy. It's British and Star wasn't the British version of Sanford.
I love Sanford and Son.
Did you hear they're trying to redo that one too?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're trying to make a movie out of that one. I'm like, come on. Stop messing with the old classics.
Well, they're trying to change a lot of things. Like, I forget what it was, like, where it's all like white people, but they want to change them to all like black people. It's like, it's not, you know what I mean? I understand trying to be diverse.
Right.
But
Sanford and Son, you
you
had
can't
more. It was
change
more.
things like that.
I mean, if I remember right, most of the actors, the characters on Sanford and Son were colored.
They're all black.
You might have saw one or here. You might have. If you could put the link up, Susan. If you can, that'd be awesome. If you could find it.
They were just so funny, Sanford and Son.
And we'll look at that they can never redo again. They can never do back. They can never do it now. It would never work. All in the Family.
All in the Family.
When they started, well, that's where the Jeffersons came into play, and that's when the spinoff on the Jeffersons. Jeffersons were Edith and Archie's next door neighbors.
Yeah.
And you'd see, George would walk in, and first thing he'd call Archie as a honky, like.
Yep.
Like, you can't. They try and do that today. It wouldn't. People be too up in arms. You can't do that. Look at.
And you know what? He wasn't really a racist either.
No, we just call.
Sammy Davis Jr. was on there.
I remember. I remember that episode because Archie's like, I met Sammy Davis, and they're like, nah, you didn't. And like, there he is. Or Sanford and Son, the best ones, like Lionel, was that the son's name? Lionel, I think. He'd be like,
I think so. That's who was that played him? Richard Pryor, wasn't it?
No. I don't know who the actual actor was, but I think the character was named Lionel. I think. That was one from Jefferson. Anyway, the son on Sanford and Son be like, Pop, you got to do this, and be like, I'm coming home, Elizabeth, and he'd be like, here, like just Lamont, yeah. He'd be like, Pop, you're not having a heart attack. Here, sweep the floor or something, and he'd be like, God damn, like shit,
Damon Wilson. Red Fox is just freaking hilarious. He
was a damn good. I loved him in Sanford and Son, but it's like you can't.
Steptoe and Son. Gonna have to look that one up.
Let me see. Who's supposed to be the new Sanford and Son? It's supposed to be I think a Netflix movie. I think I can't. Is it going to be on Netflix? But it's supposed to be Eddie Murphy and Donald Glover. I'm like, come on, no, nothing against Donald Glover and Eddie Murphy. I love Eddie Murphy, but
yep.
Come on, stop taking old classics and screwing them up. Hell. Maybe we continue this. We could continue this next week on next week's show. It's about 11 o'clock. So maybe we'll that's what we'll continue next week with. Lionel was the Jeffersons. Maybe we'll continue this bad reboots next week. So, guy, if you're watching all that stayed with us all night, hey, we only did 2 hours today. Not like 3.5. No. Guys, thank you for all you guys that
this little baby is making me tired.
Everyone that has sit with us every week, watch the shows. I mean, I know when we can't do the show night, I always get messages, hey, you missed the show. Thank you for your support. On behalf of Tina, on behalf of Sick Myth, we love you guys, gals. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
And again, I have to go in for those tests. Hopefully everything, I'm just praying everything works out. Say a prayer. I will see you next week, next Saturday. Fred, I hope you can join us next week. Gina, hopefully Mike will be okay.
We'll see.
Guys, have a great night. All he is.